Here's a sneak peek of what your Echo can do that we're going to discuss in this very episode. Buzz Lightyear.
We can listen to a story called Toy Story, Buzz's Space Adventure.
Okay.
Want to listen to it?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Here we go. And if you need to stop this story, just say, "Hey Disney, stop."
Buzz's Space Adventure by Apple Jordan.
Whoa.
One night, the peas in a pod couldn't sleep. They asked Buzz Lightyear to tell them a story about space rangers. Woody and Rex asked if they could be in the story too. "Sure," said Buzz. He began a story about a special mission he was called on once upon a time. The evil...
Well, as you could tell with our prelude today, we're going to be dealing with the Hey Disney skill again on the Amazon Echo line of devices. There's so much crammed into this little skill that we're trying to, it's not that little, there's a lot going on in there today. So today we're going to tackle the storybook or storytelling feature, and we're also going to maybe look at the trivia feature or game capability, if you will. But first off, I'd like to welcome our new listeners who have never heard this show before. Welcome, by all means. My name is David Ward. I'm an assistive technology instructor with the New Vision program at Goodwill, based here in Southwest Virginia in the Blue Ridge Mountains. And it's good to have you with us this week. And for our returning listeners, it's good to have you back as well. And, you'll find our podcast are nuggetized episodes. We try to keep them 5 to 15 minutes long, and we try to tackle all sorts of topics: home automation, new hardware, new skills, new features, new ways of using your Echo for everybody in the family, from kids to parents to caregivers to older ones, seniors. Just almost anybody, various disabilities you may have, the accessibility tools, and the like on the Amazon Echo. So just a wealth of things we try to cover in all our past seasons. Feel free to check those out. But before we get into the Hey Disney skill, and in particular the storybook telling feature and trivia, we're going to do a brief message about our podcast, and then we'll be right back. This episode is brought to you by New Vision at Goodwill Industries of the Valleys, and also made possible in part by a grant from the Virginia Board for the Blind and Vision Impaired. New Vision is a program of Goodwill that provides information services and assistive technology training to individuals with visual impairments. Goodwill Industries of the Valleys is a nonprofit organization serving Central, Southwest, and Southside Virginia. Goodwill's mission is to empower individuals, strengthen families, and inspire communities. These shows are provided for educational purposes. This podcast may not be retransmitted, sold, or reproduced without written permission from New Vision. Well, hello again, and welcome back to the podcast. As I mentioned, we're going to be delving into the I'm going to keep saying her name, and then I'm going to trigger it. We're going to keep the Hey Disney skill, and that also doubles as the wake word. If you haven't had a chance, feel free to go back and check our past episodes where we talk about enabling it, buying it, some basic things with weather, alarms, timers, how it brings more than 20 plus characters from Disney movies, Pixar, Star Wars, Marvel, all to life on your Echo whenever you use the wake word Hey D, and you say that name, Hey Disney, and she's ready to respond. So super cool things we've already covered. We talked about soundscapes in a past episode too, where it put you in that environment where we sounded like we were on the planet of Endor, and we had the Ewoks, running around and stuff around us, and we were in the woods. Super, super cool. All right, so today we're going to tackle the storytelling, let me get the words right, storytelling feature of the Amazon Echo, and it has over 140, of course, according to the skill write-up, options or stories that are connected with it. So let's give this a try here. And by the way, this is an annual purchase of roughly $5.99. And if you already got the Kids Plus package, then you get it. You basically get it as part of that. You may have to enable it the first time, but it is an option as well. So let's give this a try and make sure I get the command right. All right, so let's give this a try. And if you have an echo and hearing distance, I mean, you've already enabled the skill, you may want to shut its ears off. But if you haven't enabled it, then you should be more than fine. All right, let's give it a try. Hey, Disney, tell me a story.
Great. There's all kinds of Disney stories. So, you can ask for short or long stories. You could ask for something by name like Aladdin or Big Hero 6. Or you can ask for characters like Rapunzel or Wreck-It Ralph. What kind of story are you looking for?
Help? Let's see if you can give me more than that.
To choose a story, you can ask for it by name, like Cars. Or by characters, like Mickey.
Oh, that's cool.
Or, if you want, I can pick one for you. All you have to do is ask. Oh. And once your story starts, we've got all the usual audio player controls like pause and keep going.
Okay. Well, didn't really prompt me there at the end. I thought I was going to ask again. Okay, let's try it again here. At least now we got a more verbose answer. Hey, Disney, tell me a story.
You got it.
Okay.
There's plenty of Disney stories to choose from. You can ask for short stories or long stories. You can ask for something by name, like Frozen or Cars. Or, you can ask for a character like Moana or Buzz Lightyear. What kind of story do you want to hear?
Star Wars.
Oh, looks like there aren't any stories like that.
Oh.
However, we have a pretty good selection of Jasmine stories. What kind of story are you looking for?
Marvel?
Oh, looks like there aren't any stories like that. However, our library has lots of Pinocchio stories. What kind of story do you want to hear?
Buzz Lightyear.
We can listen to a story called Toy Story, Buzz's Space Adventure.
Okay.
Want to listen to it?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Here we go. And if you need to stop this story, just say, "Hey Disney, stop."
Buzz's Space Adventure by Apple Jordan.
Whoa.
One night, the peas in a pod couldn't sleep. They asked Buzz Lightyear to tell them a story about space rangers. Woody and Rex asked if they could be in the story too. Sure, said Buzz. He began a story about a special mission he was called on once upon a time. The evil Emperor Zurg had stolen a top-secret Space Ranger turbo suit.
Oh, sorry. Why am I
Buzz
saying
had
Siri?
to find the suit and bring it
Hey,
home.
Disney. Stop.
You got it.
Helps
To
if
pick up
you...
listening again later, just say, "Keep going."
Oh, well, that's good in case you need to stop. Kids need lunch or something. Okay. Super cool. All right. So pretty high production value there. That's pretty cool. Little stories. I might just not have said Star Wars. Maybe I should have said R2-D2 or something. That might have worked better. Okay. Well, anyway, you get the idea. Let's move on to the trivia feature. And as I said, those stories is over 140 based on the website here. So, and they maybe keep adding to that. So the other one is trivia. So let's give this a try. Hey, Disney, let's play trivia.
You got it. Tell me if you want to select a category or answer random questions.
Help?
If you know the name of the category you want to play, just tell me. If not, you can ask me to list them for you or say just play for random questions.
List them.
Okay. You can choose movies and TV, characters, Disney history, Disneyland Resort, or Walt Disney World. What would you like?
Star Wars.
Sorry, I'm still having trouble with what you're asking. If you need something outside of trivia, feel free to stop your game and come back.
R2-D2?
Must have been some magic dust in my ears. I didn't get that.
3PO?
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Luke Skywalker.
Sorry, I didn't understand. Can you please repeat that?
Help?
Just say the name of a category, or ask me to list them for you again.
List them.
Okay. You can choose movies and TV, characters, Disney history, Disneyland Resort,
This
or
is
Walt
more
Disney.
generic.
What would you like?
Movies.
Alright. And I know this'll get exciting, but please have just one player answer at a time? Okay? Great.
Okay.
Here are 6 movies and TV questions for you. Let's do this. Complete this song title sung by Clopin. The Court of what? Is it A, Paris, B, Quasimodo, C, Miracles?
B.
Sorry. The correct answer is C,
Ah,
Miracles.
Yeah,
The Court
okay.
of Miracles is one of many songs sung by the silly and theatrical leader Clopin.
Okay.
Next question. True or false? In the popular TV specials of the 1950s, Davy Crockett was often called the King of the Wild West. Is it A, true, B, false?
B.
Correct. Davy Crockett was called the King of the Wild Frontier. He appeared on a 5-part serial from 1954 to 1955.
Hey, Disney. Stop.
Have a magical day.
Okay, so interesting. Not terribly impressed by the trivia thing, and I read about that online. I think I seen that article or somebody wrote about that it didn't prompt me for how many players there were. Most trivia games, and that way you can kind of like, player 1 and player 2, or it gives you a name or something, and then you can kind of like compete. So, yeah, I think they could improve that a little bit. So, maybe if you get deeper into it, it's got a higher production value, but it's still kind of interesting. Anyhow, so that gives you a little taste of some additional features in the Disney skill. So super, super cool. Well, by all means, if you have thoughts or suggestions for a future episode or topic you'd like to see us revisit, and maybe there's some new features or who knows, or just hasn't been covered in a long time, feel free to reach out to us at email via info@goodwillvalleys.com. Just earmark that for the Echo Tips podcast, or trying to reach Dave with the Echo Tips podcast. Or, by all means, share our episodes or reach out to us on Facebook or Twitter at Goodwill Industries of the Valleys. We'd love to hear your feedback and comments, and we very much appreciate that. Well, until next time, it's time to turn those ears on your Echo back on. And by the way, you can even get Mickey Mouse Disney ears for some of your Echoes if you want to get that for your kids. Until next time, turn those ears back on, start practicing some of the many things that you've learned. Maybe you'll do a better job at that trivia than I did. And we thank you for listening.
Thanks, Dave. Let me tell you a bit more. Let me put on my official sounding voice. Ahem, ahem. This episode is brought to you by New Vision at Goodwill Industries of the Valleys, and also made possible in part by a grant from the Virginia Board for the Blind and Vision Impaired. New Vision is a program of Goodwill that provides information services and assistive technology training to individuals with visual impairments. Goodwill Industries of the Valleys is a nonprofit organization serving Central, Southwest, and Southside Virginia. Goodwill's mission is to empower individuals, strengthen families, and inspire communities. These shows are provided for educational purposes. This podcast may not be retransmitted, sold, or reproduced without written permission from New Vision. Phew! Thanks for listening.